Coucou, comment ça va? How are you doing this week, my lovelies? So, I have another Paris Weekly coming at you. And you might be saying, Adriel, why are we doing a Paris Weekly on Tuesday? I thought you normally do them on Fridays. Well, one week of trying to start this company working at this incubator and, you know, trying to do 2 YouTube videos a week. And baby, when I tell you that I girl boss too close to the sun, I girl boss too close to the sun. I can't do it. I literally can't. So we're gonna have to go back to 1 video a week. Sorry. I wanted to do 2. But there are only so many hours in the day. So today I am home because I'm not feeling that well. And the reason I'm not feeling that well is because I went out with a friend on Friday night. And we went to like one of my favorite restaurants here in Paris. It's this really small place. It's in the Marais. It's so great. And what happened though was that there was this woman and her friend. They arrived after we'd been there for a while, and this woman was coughing the whole time. She's coughing, and so much so it just started to be a little bit weird, right? Like my friend and I were both like, what is going on? Like, does she need water? Like at one point the waiters brought her water because everyone thought like, oh, maybe she just needs water. Finally, she gets up from the bar to go over and I guess use the restroom and then also have a smoke. Because of course, if you're coughing, you need to smoke. And when she does that, she says to her friend, oh, I should have given you I know I didn't give, she says, what did she say? She said, oh, I know I should have given you a B's, but I didn't because I had the grippe. The grippe, in case you want to know, is the flu. Ma'am, why are you in this restaurant with the flu? Why, ma'am? Why? So she sat behind me, all night coughing like that. And then, so as a result, I didn't wake up feeling that great Saturday. I felt better Sunday. And then today I'm feeling like, you know, a little bit better. So anyway, I'm just kind of keeping the day a little bit chill for myself. But before I do, 2 things I wanted to discuss with you. First, I did a little bit of shopping. I know that I'm on a no buy, or maybe I should just refer to it as a low buy. I'm really trying not to buy anything, but every now and then there's something and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's up. I gotta snatch that. So I ended up going to the Frankie Shop in Paris. I've actually never been to the Frankie Shop before, but I just, for some reason, decided like, you know what, I want to go. I want to see like what this is all about. And I found this pillbox hat, which is adorable. Look at this little hat on my head. Isn't it great? So I ended up getting this super cute little burgundy pillbox hat. I love a good hat, particularly a pillbox hat. And then I also ended up getting these pants that I'm showing right here. They are huge. They're so oversized. They are so big. I love them. I just really love them. And when I wore them, I got so many compliments on them. I wore them the first time yesterday to church, and so I got like a ton of compliments on them. But the thing is I intentionally, like, I had to have them hemmed because they were just so long. However, even though I had them hemmed, I didn't want them hemmed too much that I lost like that voluminous feel. So I had them hemmed so that I can wear them with these shoes. Hold on. These are the shoes that I have to wear them with. That's like how long they are. So I really like these pants. And then I also got this shirt. It is Moschino, and I got it from the Moschino sample sale that they had in Paris. And I just really like the vibrant color of it all. And, you know, I just thought it was like very sunny and whatever else. So yeah, those are just 3 small things that I have picked up, even though I am doing like low buy this year. Every now and then I just see something and I'm like, yes, do that. So one of the questions I get all of the time is, how do women in France dress? Like older women in France dress. And generally it's like, how do 50 or 60 or up women dress in France? And what I find is so interesting about that question is that I think this question is a very much a reflection of how style and dressing differs between France and the US. In the US, I really do think we have this kind of mindset, this culture, that when you reach a certain age, you have to dress a certain way. So, I mean, like, if you just look at it, like, look at the style of clothes. Like, if you need a formal dress and you're over the age of, like, 60, or you're a certain size, the dresses are they just look a little bit frumpy, right? Whereas, you know, the dresses that are a bit more sexy and fun and whatever, they're frankly in smaller sizes, and if you wear them, there's kind of an assumption that you're trying to look young or something like that. And that has always bugged me. And if you'll take a look, I did a video where I talked about dressing your age, and I was just saying, like, that is, like, I personally think that's, like, total nonsense, is this concept of it. But I think it's something that runs very, very true in the US. So that, however, does not exist at all in France. So if you're wondering how French women dress who are 50, 60, whatever years old, they dress like the 30 year olds, if not, you know, even a little bit nicer than that. For example, take this dress. This is a dress that you will see on a lot of French women who are clearly 50, 60, 70 or up, okay? Same with kind of this dress right here. Again, you'll see it on a lot of women 50, 60s, you know, up. I also own those dresses, right? Like, look, like, I'm wearing those dresses. That's what I'm saying when I mean that the style as to what these women wear at 50, 60 up is not that much different than what you wear at the age of 30. Obviously, a lot of times you'll see them in, like, cute little suit sets. Like my neighbor, she always has on these cute little Chanel suit sets. You know, you'll see them, they look like super sharp. Like, these women look super, super sharp. They look super fly. And I just think it's important to realize and remember that, like, the way that we address dressing your age in the US is really not at all how I would say I see it in Paris, in even the slightest bit. If I'm wearing the same style of dress as a 60-year-old woman, like, why shouldn't she wear that? Like, we just I think it's, like, it's very important to remember that, like, your age is not what determines what you can wear. All right, so with that said, I'm gonna get up, I am going to get to cleaning, getting this apartment ready, and then we're gonna go out and just walk a bit because it is gorgeous outside right now. It's so sunny, it's so pretty, and we need that in our lives. So let's get moving. So the apartment is clean, and you're literally about to see exactly how random my days are. So it is currently America Week at Picard. And Picard, in case you don't know, it is the frozen food store. It's where you go to get frozen food. They don't really have a lot of frozen food in the grocery stores usually. France is one of those places where there's a unique store for every single thing. So Picard is where you get your frozen food, and they have multiple themed weeks throughout the year, and this is America Week. And America Week is great because it's basically French people taking a whole bunch of things that aren't American but they think are American and throwing them together. So it gets a little bit random, but I look forward to this every single year. So we're going to go to a Picard that's a little bit further from my house. It's more in a kind of French neighborhood, but that's because the one that's closest to my house, I think that probably the tourists and the students have probably already picked it dry, and I want to get in there and get my best favorite stuff. So let's do this. Okay, just got back from Picard, so let me show you everything I got. So these are mac and cheese balls, and I got 2 of these babies. So this is one, and the second is here. And then I got these, I got chicken strips, and I got 2 of these as well, because when Picard, I'm telling you, I look forward to these darn chicken strips every single year. They are so good. I have to say that this year's selection was not as crazy as some of the prior years. Sometimes it's out there. This is a first, an egg muffin. So I'm going to have that for breakfast tomorrow. I have some bacon. I'm going to make that. Again, something I look forward to every single year. Cinnamon rolls. Oh, they're so good. I love when they have these. And so I look forward to these every single year, are the cinnamon rolls. Then they always have this party box. And the thing is, normally they have separate onion rings and separate mozzarella jalapeno sticks, but this year they didn't. So because they didn't, I got a party box so that I could have some onion rings and some mozzarella with jalapeno. And it says green pepper, so let's see what that actually turns out to be. And then this is the first also. They had jambalaya. This is new, so we're going to try this. Normally they have things like corn dogs, and then they do weird mashes of food. Like, it'll be like, potatoes with, something with chicken, and then they, pulled pork, and they're like, this is an American sandwich, and you're like, who eats that in America? So this year is actually quite tame. They also had some pretzels, if you saw, but I don't like those, so I'm not going to buy them. And then they also had some other, pulled pork, which I don't eat. And then they had hamburgers. It's like, why am I going to buy a frozen hamburger? I can make one that's going to be fabulous. So anyway, we're going to make right now, we're going to have some, chicken strips and some mac and cheese balls. And I'll let you know how they taste. Okay, moment of truth with the mac and cheese balls. That's actually pretty good. Okay, let's try. The chicken fingers I already know are good, but I'll taste them just for you real quickly. And then I'm going to throw down. All of it's very good. All of it needs pepper. But, a girl can fix that. So, anyway. Alright, I'm going to eat this for my lunch. And then I have so much stuff to do for the business. And I have meetings. I have French lessons. So, I'm off. I'll see you all for dinner. So, I'm on my way to French lesson, but I have to show you my view. The Pantheon. It's right over here. Cuckoo. So I am back home post French lessons. I went to my meeting. Well, I have my meeting scheduled with my accountant to go over stuff for my business. I'm going to change the meeting. So alas, I came home. I have my tea. This is my lemon ginger honey tea, which my Japanese friend taught me how to make. And so I'm going to drink this and lay down because, y'all, I do not feel well. I can feel the sore throat. It's like trying to take root. I should go to the pharmacy and get something, but instead I'm just going to drink this tea and relax on this couch. And probably not eat dinner or just eat some of the things from the American week. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye!